Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 provinces invite candidates for provincial immigration in latest draws. This past week, several Canadian provinces opened their doors to immigration candidates through provincial nominee programs. British Columbia, Quebec, Alberta, Manitoba, and Prince Edward Island conducted draws inviting skilled workers and graduates to apply for provincial nomination. Each province's PNP is tailored to address local labor market demands and demographic needs. If you are interested in this topic, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. 5 provinces, British Columbia, Quebec, Alberta, Manitoba and Prince Edward Island have invited candidates for provincial immigration this week. Every Canadian province and territory, except Nunavut and Quebec, selects economic immigration candidates through regional immigration programs called provincial nominee programs. These programs are designed to help each participating province and territory welcome the skilled immigrants that each local government believes can best help address local labor market needs and demographic challenges. Provincial immigration results from April 27 to May 3. British Columbia conducted 2 provincial immigration draws on April 30, 2024. In one British Columbia provincial nominee program draw, the British Columbia government issued 47 invitations in a general draw. This draw, keeping to form with all other general BCPNP draws this year, considered candidates from each of the following 5 streams: skilled worker express entry British Columbia option, international graduate, EBC option, entry level and semi-skilled. All but one of these streams, the exception being the entry-level and semi-skilled candidate group, minimum score of 107, required candidates to have a minimum score of 131 in order to receive an invitation. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Beyond the general draw, BC also issued invitations in 4 additional draws, all of which considered candidates from the skilled worker and international graduate streams, including EBC option. Specifically, candidates from the following 4 occupational categories received invitations. The exact numbers broke down as follows. 1. 9 invitations were issued to candidates in childcare occupations, minimum score of 91. 2. 9 invitations were issued to candidates in construction occupations, minimum score of 93. 3. 9 invitations were issued to candidates in healthcare occupations, minimum score of 100. 4. Less than 5 invitations were issued to candidates in veterinary care occupations, minimum score of 80. Quebec PNP. Quebec, as one of 2 provinces that post their provincial immigration drain results retroactively, has just recently published the results of 2 separate draws. The first of these 2 draws occurred on April 11, 2024. This draw saw the province invite 1,036 people receive invitations to apply for permanent selection. Note: immigration in Quebec is handled by the Minister of Immigration, Francisation and Integration, MIFI. This round of invitations was drawn from Quebec's Arima Bank on April 8, 2024. Candidates were required to meet both of the following criteria in order to receive an invitation during this draw: a level 7 or higher oral proficiency in French, as assessed by Quebec's French Proficiency Level Scale for adult immigrants or its equivalent. This scale is called the Échelle québécoise des niveaux de compétence en français. Possess a valid job offer outside the territory of the Communauté métropolitaine de Montréal. In addition, invitations issued during this draw were given to candidates with an occupation that appeared in one of 2 grouped lists of National Occupation Classification Codes. More details on the specific NOCs that received invitations is available through the Government of Quebec's website here. Note: candidates with an NOC in the first group of occupations required a minimum score of 536, while those with an NOC in Occupation Group 2 required a minimum score of 606. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. April 25 draw. On April 25, Quebec invited another 1,415 candidates to apply for permanent selection. This round of invitations was drawn from the Arima Bank on April 22, 2024. To receive an invitation during this draw, candidates were required to meet the following 3 criteria: a level 7 or higher oral proficiency in French, as assessed by the Échelle québécoise des niveaux de compétence en français, hold a valid job offer outside the territory of the Communauté métropolitaine de Montréal. A minimum score of 598 points. Next steps: Candidates who received an invitation from the Government of Quebec can now apply for a Quebec Selection Certificate. Immigration candidates are required to obtain this certificate before they apply for permanent residence with IRCC if they intending to settle in Quebec. Alberta, aside from Quebec, is the other province that posts its provincial immigration draw results retroactively. This week, Alberta's PNP, the Alberta Advantage Immigration Program, AAIP, has released the results of a draw that the province conducted on April 17, 2024. During this draw, the AAIP issued 49 notification of interest letters to candidates who were eligible for its dedicated healthcare pathway with Alberta job offer category. These candidates were all required to have a minimum CRS score of 302. Manitoba, on April 30th, Manitoba posted new results for a recent PNP draw. This particular draw was dedicated to welcoming immigration candidates in accordance with the provincial government's special immigration measure for Ukraine. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. During this draw, the Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program issued 451 letters of advice to apply to eligible candidates under this special immigration measure. Manitoba then invited candidates from 3 streams in another draw on May 2nd. First, in an occupation-specific selection from the skilled worker in Manitoba stream, the MPNP issued 488 letters of advice to apply. These letters were issued to the following eligible candidates: those with the following NOC 2021 occupations: 33,102, nurse aides, orderlies and patient service associates; 60,020, retail and wholesale trade managers, those with occupations under the following NOC 2021 sub-major group; 731, general construction trades, those with occupations under the following 3 NOC 2021 major groups; 12, administrative and financial supervisors and specialized administrative occupations; 14, administrative and financial support and supply chain logistics occupation; 22, technical occupations related to natural and applied sciences. In addition to the above, the MPNP issued 66 letters to candidates eligible for the province's international education stream. No minimum score requirement was indicated for these candidates. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Finally, the PNP issued letters to 26 candidates through the skilled worker overseas stream. These candidates required a minimum score of 796 to be considered. Note: 181 of the total 941 letters issued on May 2nd were given to candidates who declared a valid express entry profile number and job seeker validation code. Prince Edward Island. On May 2nd, the PEI Provincial Nominee Program issued 6 invitations to candidates working in 2 employment sectors, healthcare and construction. These recent invitations signify ongoing efforts by Canadian provinces to attract and integrate skilled immigrants who can contribute to local economies and communities. As PNPs continue to play a pivotal role in shaping Canada's immigration landscape, prospective candidates can explore these opportunities tailored to their qualifications and the specific needs of each province. That is all for today. In this video, what are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.